Edgar Allan Poe lived a brief, complicated, and intense life that actively shaped him to write dramatic, melancholy, and obsessive works. Poe was born in Boston on January 19, 1809, and quickly became an orphan when his parents died in 1811. Frances Allan, a wealthy matron, and her husband John Allan, a prosperous merchant, took him in and raised him in their Virginia home. After short stints at the University of Virginia, the Army, and West Point, Poe began his writing career. In 1828 and 1829, he published 2 poetry collections, but neither earned Poe much money or critical attention. He was hired as a staff writer and critic at the Southern Literary Messenger in Virginia in August 1835, but got off to a rocky start due to his drinking. However, by December, he was named editor. Poe was able to publish some of his stories, although he was more widely known as a literary critic. A year after starting at the magazine, Poe, aged 27, married his 13-year-old cousin, Virginia. Starting in 1838 with the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym, Poe published a series of stories and poems that established him as a master of American literature. Though his earliest poems didn't win him much praise, later works such as The Raven broke new poetic ground. These poems and his theories of composition helped to develop modern perspectives on the aesthetic value of poetry and short fiction. He achieved his critical objective of a unity of impression in the telltale heart, even though he synthesized several sources in creating it. Poe combined the common belief in the evil eye with a popular account of a period murder. The story also helped create the contemporary school of psychological realism, which focuses on the honest depiction of characters' feelings, thoughts, and personality traits. Poe was a founding father of several fiction genres, such as the modern mystery story, the modern horror story, the psychological horror story, and even science fiction. Poe's artistic successes were darkened by personal trials and tragedies. He lost his wife to tuberculosis in 1847, leading to Poe's worsened alcoholism and depression. Fittingly, Poe's death was somewhat mysterious. On October 3, 1849, he was found in a street badly dressed, delirious, and unable to move. He died 4 days later. His death certificate listed swelling of the brain as the cause of death. Theories about what happened to Poe in his last days include rabies, complications from alcohol, and a brain tumor. His last words were reportedly, "Lord, help my poor soul."